in Boston. I am Tolan Mechanical's business analyst, and they are a subsidiary of ServiceLive. So I do a lot of automation. I do a lot of report building to make data more digestible and easily accessible to everyone. We've been using XOI about 2 years at this point, which is about how long I've been with Tolan. So I think they were adopting XOI as I was coming. So I've kind of seen all the iterations of everything between 2 years ago and now. So we haven't had any sort of consistent tracking in the past. And that's actually why they hired me on originally. My original job was to take all of the equipment and get it into our system so we had a baseline. It was something to work with. Stage 2 was going to use a lot of XOI in the tech interaction and whatnot. It was going to have the techs go out, get pictures of data plates and everything, and basically validate my list against what's on the job site. So XOI has just been pivoted, has gone a long way for us, especially just because, I'm not a tech, I'm a business agent, so I can't go out in the field, I can't validate it on my own, so it kind of bridges that gap between the business side and the business system and then the field work that the techs do. We have a couple of young guys and then a lot of older guys. Some hate technology, some love it. So it's just a matter of finding the guys who really do love it and see the value of it, and then them telling other techs like, hey, look, here's how you use this properly. And I think that's our biggest issue right now is a lot of our techs will they'll use XOI, but it's not, they don't quite understand what they're doing with it. And that's just a natural thing. It's a bunch of field techs, they get a new program, they're not super sure what to do with it. We try and train them, but it's gonna take some repetition and some practice, and that's where we're at. They're like, oh, well, I don't really wanna repeat and practice, and they look at us. Just try, because trust me, it's going to change the way you do things. Like, it's going to save you so much time. One of the things we didn't track before XOI was equipment age. And then I guess when we went out and had to do something, we didn't necessarily tie a piece of equipment to it. So it's just, we work order, go out for this location. Now we can say, okay, this particular unit is 10 of the 15 calls. And then this one is also 20 years old. It's past its, say it has an average lifespan of 15 years, it's 20 years old, it's causing you a ton of problems, let's just replace it. On top of that, we also have different kinds of contracts. We have maintenance contracts, and this is an excellent opportunity to show people, hey look, we've been out here 20 times in the past year. If you would have just had a maintenance agreement, this is what it would cost you. So it's really, really good at giving that granularity for our salespeople and the service managers to kind of have these conversations. It's a big headache that's being resolved. We have a lot of customers like hospitals and data centers that require detailed logs of everything that's done. So this kind of gives us an element of consistency to it. Sometimes we just have a tech go out and their work order summary would just be, we did all required maintenance, consult the paper printout document that we gave you, saying what we do 5 years ago. This shows every single time we went out, here's what we did, here's what we did. For compliance reasons and insurance purposes for those customers, it's required. They have to do it. And now this just tanks it and it makes it into a much better form, a lot more consistent, which I'm a data guy. I love consistent data. So it's perfect with me. I love it. And I think the techs do too.